Howdy chaps, and welcome back to another episode. This is more of an update again. Thought I'd give you an update on some of the other cars that I have and I haven't shown for a while, and see what is happening with them and what the plan is. So give you a nice intro and then we'll show you. So the XB, currently out of Rego, mainly because I've been doing other things around out of Rego and I just parked it at the moment. The only thing I've done to it recently is managed to acquire a nice set of original orange, I believe they are, rear louvers. Brother gave them to me and I was very happy to get them. The only thing he said, the problem was that the little mounting kits, he didn't have one with it, so it was just the thing. And I was like, oh yeah, I'll be able to get those little doodads. No, you cannot buy them. I mean, you can buy them on eBay, but they're really expensive. And if you go to your local car parts store and go, can I get them? They're like, yeah, 10 years ago you can, not anymore you can't. Because louvers aren't really a thing anymore, they don't sell those kits anymore. So I had to go to my local U-Pull-It, which is pull your own parts yard. And I was like, oh come on, there's 3,000 cars in there, surely one of those has got louver on it or has the remnants. So I was able to find 3 cars, ironically all Ford lasers actually, and pulled enough of these Oranger clips and the mounting tabs in there. I actually came along afterwards after retaping them and put a little bit of urethane around them because I don't really want them pulling themselves off the glass, because they're not the world's greatest design. So that's not going to come off now. I'm pretty happy with that. I haven't done much else with the car. It's been sitting for several days. Let's see if it starts, eh? Obviously no key required. I'll give it 2 pumps. Oops. There we go. Yeah. Idle. There we go. Probably will. If it stalls, it stalls. Very cold. Probably shouldn't have jabbed the throttle like it did. Yes, it's a 351. No, it's not. Just my proof that you can paint up a 302 to look like a 5.1. Haven't really needed to do too much, but I still need to do the inlet manifold gasket at the front. The little seal that goes from the front and the back, they're both leaking. So it will dribble a bit of oil out the front and the back. I still haven't got around to doing that yet, but it's not a showstopper. But electronic ignition, new battery, new suspension, new brakes, everything under here is new. And obviously nothing much has happened in here since I did this. I've put the seats in ages ago, steering wheel, and then that's it. Yes, that's off. Yeah, voila. And now, I've had a few people request the EJ stuff, so there it is. Put the taillights in, rear bar, boot lid, sitting the rear window in. I sort of was in the process of doing that, and then the Commodore distracted me. You know what it's like when you have multiple projects. So I'm a bit worried about this because this roof is going to need a skim of filler on it. So I'll have to make sure that I don't put too thick a bog on this when I do it, because I'm going to have to skim it and I'll have to fix that up area pretty darn good, so I don't get pinged on it. I know they won't worry about the 2 guards in the front bonnet because they're all new. There's no bog in them, so it's just the roof and that quarter panel. I have to be very, very careful not to put too much in, as little as possible. It's amazing, the sand pit, the sand is being blown around. And yeah, I was in the process of dropping out the cross member, and then life got in the way quite spectacularly. So I will get back into this very, very shortly, and when in Rome, we'll have a look at the Landau. Oh, stay. Nope. Oh, it's going to open most of the way today. Ah, right. So if I open this, I'll temporarily fit up the headlights. Well, most of it anyway. Getting there very slowly. This will probably go find its way into the new workshop too. That way it can stop getting pollen and apparently a dead fly sitting on it. It just comes through the roof capping, which is incredible. So we'll have to get this happening shortly. It's been sitting for 5 years, I still haven't finished it. Get the dash back in it and a few things like that. So this is a bit of a weird update. So there's the latest on the EJ. Depending on space in the workshop, that may go down there, but I do have an awful lot of customers' cars that I'm sort of pretty heavily booked at the moment, so whether or not I have space for that will depend. This is coming up shortly. I've just got to get to it. I've got to get this Commodore past, and then I can get some of these happening again. I didn't expect to get rejected, considering I tried my best, but you know, sometimes life kicks you square and you have to pick yourself back up and go again. So this has been sitting for a while. I mean, considering how bad this was when it turned up, it's still a lot further along than it is, so this is still happening, but it's just a slow one. And that is, I've still got to assemble that some more. I was just trying to piece together a complete car, so I've still got to get that cross member out. I was having a bit of trouble undoing the bolts that hold the main cross member in, because they're a little bit tight, and because this is a residential area, I sort of can't make an excruciatingly large amount of noise, so I may still take that to the workshop and pull it apart there and do the wireframe change and a few things, because I was able to get the, you see where those inner legs bolt on? The inner frames of those that weld to the floor on this particular body shell were rusted out, whereas on the other body shell, which I chopped up, they were actually really good. So I've got those 2 brackets that I can weld onto this car when I take the frames off. So it's all happening. It's just the Commodore delayed me quite spectacularly. So all in all, we are progressing along. I should be able to get this without, now I know that they changed the rules and 3mm is the max depth. I should be able to now make damn sure that I don't exceed it accidentally. There's a few dents through here, but I'll be able to skim those without any worries. The old canopy dents, that's not a problem. And then probably what I'll have to do is take the tray off, strip out the interior, because I've got to do it. Windows out, probably all 4 I reckon. 1, 2, 3, 4, yes 4. And I'll probably repaint the whole cab of this ute, I reckon. And I think I may be stuck with this if it ends up costing me too much. But in the scheme of things, it's not the world's worst thing to be stuck with. But I'll probably still sell it, but you know, here's what it is. So on this I've changed 2 guards, redone the headlights, new bonnet, new grille, new trim, the seats, changed a bunch of stuff in it, so it's really nice. But yeah, we'll get there. Sorry for the rambling, but yeah, I thought I'd show you the other cars that some people are more interested in. Look at that. Isn't that a thing of beauty? Actually looks really tough. I actually like it without the driving lights, as stupid as that sounds. So, you know, bit of a weird update, but I hope you enjoy it and put up with it. And just, if you could just bear with me while I get this Commodore done, we will be back to regular programming before too long. So thank you.